From the celebrity capital of the world, it's Hollywood Squares! Starring George Wallace, Gena Nolin, Jeffrey Tambor, Nick Cannon, our favorite decorator, Christopher Lowell, Vivica A. Fox, J. Thomas, Jillian Barberie, and this week's center square, Burt Reynolds. And your host, Bergeron.
Welcome to Hollywood Squares. You know, I hate to play favorites, but today's audience is so much better than Monday and Tuesday's crowd. You really are. You really are. Please continue to give it up for our Center Square Academy Award nominee, Burt Reynolds, with us this week. Great to have you here, Burt. And I have to admit, yesterday I was a little skeptical, but I'm looking at Christopher Lowell Square, and it's something, what, the lighting is different down there? What is it?
We got a chandelier here.
That's what it is. And some
It's
pottery.
not quite in yet. It'll look cool when it's on. And we're into the throw pillow stage now.
Yeah, so clearly you've never suffered from claustrophobia in your life.
I am a little right now.
Okay, all right, good enough. Joining us day two as champion, Galadriel Scholes is back. She's already got $32,041 in cash and car and trips and stuff. And you are being challenged in the exposition, Galadriel, by Art Valenzuela, Mr. X today. Welcome, Art. Good to see you. Okay, here's how it works. It's tic-tac-toe. You guys have to decide if the answers the stars are giving are correct or they're just making them up. That's how you get the squares. And Art, as the challenger, you get to start.
Let's go with Burt Reynolds, please.
Burt Reynolds! Johnson County War is his new movie on the Hallmark Channel. Uh-oh. Burt, what color is Viagra?
Cute. Just a second. Blue.
All agree.
You know, when they told me before the show that Burt might be packing, I didn't know that's what... Yeah, that's right, blue. That's right. That's it. Galadriel, over to you.
J. Thomas.
J. Thomas. So starring in Santa Claus 2 with Tim Allen, November 1st.
I made this out of some of Christopher's leftover draperies.
That's very nice. After it first began airing, some fans became so worried about the shipwrecked cast of Gilligan's Island that they did what, Jay?
Begged them to put a decent script in a bottle and send it off to me. You know what? They actually called the Coast Guard to tell them where they were. People, for some stupid reason, believed that they were really lost, and they called the Coast Guard.
Wow. I agree.
The same people who can vote and have children
That's
did
right.
that. Yes, that's absolutely right. Circle gets a square. All right.
Gena Nolin.
Gena Nolin, the Baywatch TV reunion movie is on Fox. Gena Lee, on their first night of operation, they handled 186 packages. Who are they?
Fruit of the Month Club?
Now, who would that be?
I disagree.
You sure now? Okay. Federal Express, actually. FedEx did that. X gets the square. Galadriel.
Vivica A. Fox.
Vivica A. Fox. Her new movie is Boat Trip, coming to a theater near you soon. According to the Journal of Applied Psychology, if a commercial contains sex and violence, are people more or less likely to remember it?
Oh, more than likely, of course. Sex sells all the time, absolutely.
I agree.
No. In a recent survey, adults responded better to neutral commercials. They respond less to those. So can't give you that one, Art.
Vivica A. Fox for the win.
And $1,000. All right. If you have a hangover, will a hot shower make the pain go away?
Absolutely not. I think that would bring back like a major flashback or something. Like you need cool temperatures, you know, cool. cool. So no.
She says no.
I agree.
Yeah, no, it'll make your blood vessels swell,
Yeah,
making your headache
flashback,
worse. X
yeah.
gets it. And the win for $1,000. Our next $1,000 game has a secret square. And here's what's in the secret square stash today.
Oh, kiss your map folding days goodbye. It's a complete navigation system for your car. Find your way anywhere in the U.S. with the Alpine In-Dash mobile navigation system. Simply enter a destination and the audio guide will announce your exact directions from the good guys, worth $3,697.
Thank you, Jeffrey. All right, let's show all of you at home who the secret square is. Now you know. Art, you won the last game. You start.
Let's go Burt Reynolds again.
All right, Burt. In the early 1900s, Mary Jacob invented the first modern one made from silk handkerchiefs and some pink ribbon. The first what?
Fruit of the Month Club.
Gena, never lived that one down. Oh, Vivica?
I remember this, actually. Brazier.
I'll agree.
That is correct. Yes, that's right. X gets it. We get a break. Galadriel will have a shot at our squares when we come back right after this.
I don't know. This is a hazard. Look how many of us on the stairwell.
I don't have enough money for the monthly payments.
I buy my own.
We're on the air, aren't we? Hey, I want to invite you to join us next week, too, for Dynamic Duos Week. Burt will still be here with Dom DeLuise joining him, Tim Conway and Harvey Korman, the Smothers Brothers, Adam West, Burt Ward, and a reunion of Gary Coleman and Todd Bridges, all here next week on Hollywood Squares. Glad to see those kids are getting along. Let's hear from our contestants a bit. Art Valenzuela, Mr. X, tell us about yourself.
I live in San Diego, where I'm a school bus driver for the Poway Unified School District, and where I play bass guitar and keyboard for my church.
Oh, wonderful. All right, well, it's good to have you here, Art. Galadriel, you know, I want to hear about your life and all that, but mostly I want to hear about your name, Galadriel.
Galadriel. It's from The Lord of the Rings, the J.R.R. Tolkien novel. And I thought everyone would recognize it after it came out in the movies, but they still haven't. So
okay.
It's played by Kate Blanchett in the movie.
Oh, very nice.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Do you want to say hi to anybody in the meantime?
Yes. Hi to my mom and my brother and all my friends in Marlborough, New Hampshire.
She'd like to say hi to her brother Gandalf while she's here. All right, Galadriel, it's your turn.
Okay. I'll take Jeffrey Tambor.
Jeffrey, secret square. Jeffrey Tambor for the square in the car navigation system. Worth how much, Jeffrey?
It's a bowl of oatmeal.
All right, we have a visual here to help. Who is the actor here in costume for his role
Oh, my goodness.
in Breakfast at Tiffany's? Is it Red Buttons, Mickey Rooney, or Jack Lemmon?
Mickey Rooney.
I agree.
Mickey Rooney. Yes, it is. Circle gets the square and the secret square stash. All right, Art.
Jillian Barberie, please.
Jillian Barberie from Good Day Live on Fox TV. Jillian in a famous 1975 movie, Who Would Punch Hanging Meat?
I think it was Sylvester Stallone in Rocky.
I agree.
Absolutely right. X gets the square. All right, Galadriel.
Nick Cannon for the block.
Nick Cannon Show, second season premiere, September 21st, Saturdays, 9:30 on Nickelodeon.
Yes.
All right, Nick, in the children's story, Chicken Little, Goosey Lucy, and Cocky Locky went to see the king. What did they want to tell him?
Ooh, that's a good one. I think that's the only book in school that I read and didn't use Cliff Notes for. So. I think they went to tell him that the sky was falling.
I agree.
Yes, indeed. Sky was falling. Circle gets the block. All right, Art.
Christopher Lowell for the block.
Christopher Lowell, his new book, If You Can Dream It, You Can Do It. That just happens to be there. Everything fits in that square. It's
Everything.
amazing. In The Wizard of Oz, Christopher, what did the Tin Man want?
Whatever Judy Garland was on, I think. Scarecrow had some problems too, but really more his personal issues. A brain.
I disagree.
No, he wanted a heart, is what he wanted. X gets the square. We get a break. Plot your next move, Galadriel. We'll find out where you're going when we come back, right after we try to sell you some stuff.
My first son, I want my first son to be just like him, making money so he can take care of me. You know what I'm talking about? Look at that beautiful lady he's with right here. See this lady right here? That's his mom.
Hello.
Now, when
How are you?
Nice family, right? Daddy Joy.
All right, we are back, and Frodo, Galadriel, it's your turn.
J. Thomas for the block.
All right, for the block.
I'm checking the label on this. It's Fruit of the Month Club.
Very nice.
I just got it yesterday.
Where will you find the Sea of Clouds, the Bay of Dew, and the Lake of Sleep?
Senior Citizens Amusement Park? I don't... you know what? Minnesota is the land of 10,000 lakes, and you will find those lakes in the great state of Minnesota.
I disagree.
On the moon is where you'll find them. Circle gets the block there. Art.
Vivica Fox for the block.
For the block, Vivica. All right. In computer terms, Vivica, how many bits make a byte?
Wow, how many bits make a byte? 88?
I disagree.
8, actually.
Ooh,
8
ooh, very
bits,
good.
bytes, bits,
I didn't know that.
whatever. X gets the block there. All right, Galadriel.
Gena Lee Nolin for the block.
Okay, Gena Lee for the block. What item of women's clothing was named after the spot in the Pacific where atomic bombs were tested?
The sarong. I disagree.
The bikini, after the Bikini Atoll. Yes, bikini. Circle gets the block.
George Wallace for the 5-square win.
All right, George with a 5-square win.
Well, I guess I'm the only one you can call on now, huh?
What is known as the mother of presidents?
Another president would be, well, hell, it must be Florida. Sure as hell gave it to Bush. Yeah, I said it. We got Georgia, Florida, and Virginia, a lady's name, and I'm going to go with Virginia.
I'll disagree.
Virginia, actually. Virginia. Can't give you that one, Galadriel. You have to earn it
George
yourself.
Wallace for the 5-square win.
And a tie game if you get it. Luciano Pavarotti has named October 12th, 2005 as the last day. He'll do what?
He's going to stop performing with Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre. He's going to retire. Stop singing.
I agree.
You got the 5-square win. That's right. We have a tie game. And a tiebreaker worth $2,000. Galadriel, you get to start.
Burt Reynolds.
All right, Burt. Here we go. What items can you now buy distressed, relaxed, or whiskered?
Russian mail-order brides.
I want you.
Cowboy boots.
I disagree.
Jeans, actually. Wow. Jeans. Circle. Gets the square. All right, Art.
Jeffrey Tambor, please.
Jeffrey. Okay, Jeffrey. What were the only 2 words ever uttered by Lurch, the Addams family's 7-foot-tall butler?
More wine.
I disagree.
You rang. X gets the square. Galadriel?
Gena Lee Nolin.
Gena Lee, all right. Well, we're out of time. We got a tie. They each got a square. This question will determine who's going to be the champion today, all right? No pressure.
Okay, here we go.
What did Roy Raymond start after department store sales ladies disapproved of him hanging around the lingerie section?
How about Fruit of the Loom?
That's good.
I conquered the fruits.
And you could.
Thank you, Burt.
I disagree.
Victoria's Secret. He wanted to make an inviting place to make underwear fun. Circle gets it. And the win. Art, we got $1,500 for you, and our thanks for being here on Hollywood Squares. Appreciate it. You got 2 circles up there at Galadriel. $2,000 keeps you our champion. Congratulations. All right, now, you won the car yesterday, so we've got something a little different for you to take a chance at in our bonus round. We'll show you right after this. Stick around. For the bonus round, glad you're still with us. Galadriel's won $2,000 in the front game. Now, you know how this works. Now, since this is a brand new prize, we've got 9 keys over there, Galadriel. One of them opens this safe, and in that safe is $25,000 in cash, all right? Nice gas money for the car you won yesterday. All right. Up until now, we found out a bit about what the stars know. Here's where we find out how much you know about the stars. Okay. You pick a square, I will read a statement about that star. If you agree or disagree correctly, you've won the square. At the end of 30 seconds, for every square you've won, we take away one of the bad keys, improving your odds of opening the safe. We'll put 30 seconds on the clock, and the clock starts ticking when you pick your first star. Good luck.
Gena Lee Nolin.
Gena Lee created her own line of greeting cards.
I disagree.
Incorrect. Next.
Jillian Barberie.
Jillian has photos of Willard Scott in her wallet.
I disagree.
Right.
Jay
Next.
Thomas.
Jay Thomas is heir to an English muffin fortune.
I disagree.
Right.
Vivica
Next.
A. Fox.
Vivica was mentioned by Halle Berry in her Oscar acceptance speech.
I agree.
Yes. Next.
Burt Reynolds.
Burt Reynolds once led a herd of cattle through Times Square.
I agree.
Right. Next.
Nick Cannon.
Nick Cannon changed his name to Nick when he got... All right. Let's go count some keys. Come on down here. You stand on this side here. I think, by the way, you've done the best of anybody. In 30 seconds, you got 4 correct. That means we're going to take away 4 of the bad keys, Galadriel. Well, your odds have improved considerably. One of these remaining 5 will open that safe and get you $25,000 in cash. Give it a go.
Well, eeny, meeny, miny, mo,
Yeah,
really.
All right, good luck.
No!
Oh, and as if to add insult to injury, they have that
I know.
music. All right. You got 4 squares at $500 a pop, so that added $2,000 to your total. So today you've won $7,697 with everything, secret square and all that. And so far as champion, you've won $39,738. You're back tomorrow, right? Good enough. And if you make it to the bonus round tomorrow, we'll start with only 8 keys, all right?
Okay.
Let's find out which one would have opened the safe, first of all. Right down here would have done it. Okay, bear that in mind. Good luck tomorrow. Galadriel will be back tomorrow. I'm Tom Bergeron, hoping you'll be here with us on behalf of all our stars. And center square, Burt Reynolds. See you then on Hollywood Squares. Bye-bye, everybody.
I'm Jeffrey Tambor, the voice of Hollywood Squares, saying so long. Promotional consideration furnished by the following.
Oh, thank you.
How are you?
I think we just won the really cheap cruise package. Yeah.
And not pay the same taxes? You didn't know that?
Just to walk that on down.
It's the Hollywood Squares.
A real talented film.